Hey guys, Chris, Scholarship Jamaica, coming to you, talk to you about how to compose a winning scholarship request letter. Alright, first things first, in order to compose a winning scholarship request letter, you need to know the organization you're sending it to and the name of the person who is responsible. If it's a regular organization, try reach out to somebody in the HR department. If it's not somebody there who's responsible for like grant requests, scholarship requests, they would be able to tell you who it is. If it's a foundation, just call, get the name of the person responsible, and you address the letter to them. You're gonna need to let this letter be a bit personable. This scholarship request letter can be used for an organization, a person, or a company that has never offered a scholarship before. They don't have a system of grant issuing or scholarship offers. You are introducing this idea to them. So in effect, you're helping yourself and other students that's coming behind. So this letter is kind of convincing them, introducing the idea, which puts you out there as a leader. Let's do this. Secondly, you can use it for, as I said, if they have never offered, you can use it for a scholarship request if the award is closed. But in the letter, you indicate that you're aware it's closed. However, based on your situation, you really need the help. You can do it if you're not fully qualified for a scholarship. But you have to indicate again that you know you're not fully qualified, but you have no other choice. You know, with COVID, you have no other choice. So this is why I'm doing it. Upon completing your letter, if you're submitted by email, do not, and I said do not, compose this letter in your email and send. You need to compose the letter, submit it as an attachment. Compose the letter, sign, whether you submit it as a PDF as an attachment or you submit it as a Word doc, but it has to go as an attachment. Upon completion, please submit, along with the letter, a copy of your voucher. So whatever you're making requests for, if it's tuition, submit it with a copy of the voucher. If it's just to pay the balance, submit it with a copy of the voucher. Submit it with your transcript. Submit it with your progress report. If you're going to be delisted and they send you that email or that letter, submit that letter. Send a picture also. You're basically sending a full package, so when the decision maker receives it, they have all the information at hand to make a decision. They don't need to call it to ask for additional stuff. They only need to call it to tell you when to come pick up the check or to come for an interview just to get to know you a bit. Alright? So make sure you send these documents. There can be more documents. I can address that after. But just to get all this in right now, I'm just telling you these are the stuff we need to do. Let's get to it. So first things first, we're going to address it just like a regular email. You address your name, the name of the company you're sending it to, or the individual, their address. Now you're going to get the name of the person, their name of the person, whosoever the person is. But before you go to the there, you're going to have a read. What's the reference about? Reference, scholarship application, grant requests for tuition, blah, blah, blah. Something like that. Just 3-5 words, one line. Now we're going to paragraph 1. Paragraph 1, this is where you're introducing the idea, you're introducing yourself. This is a synopsis, only a synopsis of what the letter is about. The person is going to read the synopsis, and that alone should be able to give them an idea what you're requesting, so they can make a decision right there and then. In the synopsis, first things first, you're going to introduce yourself. What is the program you're in? What's the name of the school? What is your current situation, which is your year of study, faculty, are you delisted, or you're on the brink to be delisted, your midterm. Give them an idea where you are, all right? And also what you're requesting. Put the number. This is where you put the number. You're requesting $85,000 in order to complete payment on tuition and stuff like that. But put a number, and that number should reflect in the voucher that you'll be sending to them. You, as I said, indicate your current status, indicate what you need the money for, and also just drop in your career objective. You're doing this to be a teacher. Paragraph 1, which is the synopsis. That's it. Paragraph 2. Paragraph 2 is 4 to 6 sentences. This is where you're going in depth now, introducing yourself, and you're going to include a history of yourself. When I say a history of yourself, is current history in a sense, last couple of years, like the program you're in, why you're in the program, because you're gonna because it aligns your career objective, which should be aligned with the donor, That is why you should be requesting a scholarship from like a company or organization within your category, within your field of interest. You indicate what your situation is. Your situation could be single parent, no parent, unemployed, just lost your job, COVID, whatever it is that caused you to be here. You applied for a loan, you didn't get it. You got other grants, but you still need to cover the rest. Or you have a loan, but it's just not enough. That this is where you put it. And as I said, mention the school, and just it's like you're telling them, yo, I'm the person you're really looking for because I do need financial help. This is your financial need. As I said, 4 to 6 sentences. Paragraph 2, that is. Paragraph 3, now it's the donor's time. You just spoke about yourself, now you're going to speak about them. So now it's really going to be you're really saying that, yo, because you're in this field and the organization in this field, this is where you align yourself to the organization, where you gave them your background already. So now you really boost them up, you know. This is where you boost them up like supplicant, where you're gonna make reference to their objective, to their mission, because you're telling them that you know a bit about them, and this is why you're coming to them. So you mention their achievement in social responsibilities, like you notice how they have a part of their social responsibility maybe in education and health, stuff like that. You get this from the website or maybe from word of mouth. You indicate how the donation, the money that they're gonna give you, is gonna help you, and in return help them and the community as a whole, because you're gonna offer yourself as an ambassador. You'll be their ambassador in school. You'll be able to speak on their generosity. You'll be able to speak on the programs, the educational program that they offer, and also you'll be available for volunteer program. Mention volunteer. You're gonna volunteer yourself to volunteer service to them, and also you're available for internship. No pay internship. Don't bother come and say, yo, you want paid, because I'm already give you money. And you're available for, maybe they'll have advertising campaigns. You're there for that. And you're just gonna mention that if you get the help. So like, if I'm granted, this is how it would help me. You just close it off like that. Okay? And then you indicate, you can drop in, you know, how the donation is going to help the community, because it's going to help me become a nurse, and in return as a nurse I'll be able to help low-income people, elderly, children in the community, stuff like that. So the paragraph 3 is like the boost up section, where you boost up the donor. Say, yo, if you give me the money, this is what it's going to do for me and for you. And for you, you get the exposure, I'm here, you volunteer, I'm your intern. Paragraph 4 is your thank you. I thank you. Your thank you section is paragraph 4. This is a bit shorter, 2 to 3 sentences. You thank them for reading your application. You thank them for considering it. You understand? You tell them you enclose. What are you enclosing? What are you attaching? Your transcript, your voucher, your driver's, your birth certificate, your progress report, your a photo of you. So you attach those stuff and you let them know. And also, this is where you indicate your availability for interview or for to give them additional information with a valid email address, one that is accessible. My emails, I get them on my phone. May that be your situation, or you have it where somebody can check it for you, but very regular, as Oliver Samuels will say. And the phone number. Do not put a phone number for someone else. At this stage, we should be able to have a number for ourselves. I'm not taking anything for granted though, but try have a number that if they call or when they call, you are able to answer, and you'll be available for an interview and stuff. So this is the way you can do it. This letter in its entirety, from the headings right down to yours truly, signature and name, should be about 300 to 400 words. About that. This is like an essay. So basically 300 to 400 words should be the entire thing. Don't send 2 letters. You need 1 pager. because I should be able to run through the letter in less than 5 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, know what you're looking for, and be able to make a decision. And the only way I can make a decision on this is if I have a clearly written letter with attachments. So I don't need to ask. I see the voucher, I see what you're looking, I see your references. Make sure you send to a reference also, and the references should speak about your ability as a volunteer, and also your need for these scholarships, and how you winning this scholarship is going to help you and the wider community. Because if you show that you're already a volunteer and you have done this so much in your community, this money will definitely go a far way. You attach those so the donor will be able to read your letter and have all the necessary information to make a correct decision. When you make a scholarship request, you may get it, you may not. You may get the full amount you're requesting or off part of it. Be grateful whatever you get. You give thanks, and remember the commitment you put in the letter where you're saying you're going to be available for internship, volunteer service and stuff, because these are going to help you. That's a possibility of you getting a job there. So don't forget that. Don't just send one letter. You have to attack different sources. So if you can compose this one letter, all you're gonna need to do is change the name of the person you're sending it to and the name of the company, and certain adjustments in order to align it to the organization's objective. But don't send one letter and expect to just get a positive response. You have to send several. Send more than one. Recently, one of our students did it. Sent it to NCB, sent it to Sagicor and Digicel, and she got a response from NCB. Thank you, NCB. Keep up the good work. So this is to show that it works, but you didn't put all our egg in one basket. So again, thank you for watching. I really hope this was helpful. And just drop me your feedback, DM me in Instagram or YouTube, because this is going to be on our Instagram, IGTV, on the YouTube channel. And we will be posting an extensive review of a scholarship request letter by paragraph, with sentences or topic sentences where you can use to address it, just as though I broke it down. So you might see me looking to the side, but this is it. So even me, I still have to go back to the source. So we'll be publishing something like this where you can use it step by step. All right, so whatever you learn here, just remember, share it with somebody else, because this is no secret. Again, in the near future, we'll be also interviewing scholarship donors. We'll be able to talk to you about what they expect and how you can apply to give you an insight on winning. Finally, we also will be publishing some scholarships that are not as specific as we usually do. There are lots of scholarships out there, but it's a secret. No one wants to talk about it, so you only find out when it's closed. So we're going to say, yo, scholarship A, ask for it at the bursar's office. Scholarship B, call this number or email these people, ask them. Let's pressure them into giving you the money. All right, so thanks for watching, and just drop me a DM, Instagram, or send us an email, scholarshipja@gmail.com, or visit our website for this article at scholarshipjamaica.com. All right, have a good day.